All right, all right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to, I believe this is a round 128 game of the Cup. This is Syde versus AntiMonitor or AntiMonitor, depending on how you want to say that. We have Syde spawning as the red undead over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here, well, no, right here, we have AntiMonitor spawning as the blue human. Human versus undead in this 1v1 matchup. It looks like AntiMonitor is going to be a little bit delayed in training up his Archmage unless he speeds build that farm, as you need to normally start your farm a little bit earlier. Otherwise, your Altar of Kings will be done before you're able to actually train up anything. Is he... Oh, is he going to... No, what is he doing? Alright, let's go ahead. There it goes. Last patch fixed bugs, Undeg and Night Elf at Fog. Yep, alright. Everything is looking good. This is going to be full cross spawns here on Twisted Meadows. Thank you for Syde or AntiMonitor for actually just releasing the game name into the chat, allowing players who are looking for it to just go ahead and jump on in. Alright, wow. A lot of talking going on already. We are going to be looking at a Death Knight opening up here from the undead. No surprise, as we said, that farm was a little bit delayed. It is going to delay that Archmage just a little bit, as Footmen will get trained up as well. Now, Death Knight having about a 10-second advantage. Not going to be too much, but as you guys know, Warcraft 3 is a game of seconds. What you're trying to do is you're really trying to get a time advantage over your opponent. Gold is a time advantage. Hit points, units are all advantages that can be overcome with time. So if you're able to have your hero out on the battlefield for 10 seconds faster, able to get more experience, maybe experience on your hero, then if you are higher up in level, you'll be able to deal more damage and then get even a larger advantage as well. That's really what is going on in a match of any real-time strategy game. Now, for some reason, all Footmen are left-handed, as I mentioned earlier, and all Militia are right-handed. Kind of strange. That's how they make their characteristics for the human army, or maybe only peasants are right-handed, and that's the reason there. Alright, Archmage trying to make their way over, trying to go after that Forest Troll. High Priest Acolyte doing a great job, causing some padding issues, as we're going to look at that Golem now make its way back. Alright, is the Acolyte going to get the final shot? No, it is not. However, a Militia could get taken down. Archmage now trying to finish off this Rock Golem as well. We'll keep track. Does the Archmage get the experience? Or who's going to get that last shot? Archmage gets the experience there. Gets True Shot Aura, getting extra damage on the Archmage and that Water Elemental. Units are now going to be trying to back up. There goes, well, some skeletal minions. Peasants are trying to run away as well. The Death Knight going to be able to finish off, but no. There goes two Forest Troll Trappers from the creeps, finishing off those units. Death Knight going to get a Death Coil off there. Syde already up to 67 experience on that Death Knight, using one Rod of Necromancy charge and being forced to head back home. He doesn't want to stick around too much, but he did do a little bit of delay on the Archmage. Unfortunately for him, the Archmage did get to level 2, allowing him to get Brilliance Aura and to be able to move around quickly still. Large number of Footmen ready to protect all of these peasants here, as we are looking at, well, is that a, no, not a call to arms. We are looking at, well, perhaps a call to arms right here, and then perhaps an attempt to set up a fast expansion. No, it is going to be a tech to tier 2 instead. Call to arms already here, ready to go. Death Knight almost got stuck right there, as the units are now heading back once more. Now that Syde actually sees his opponent setting up a tech to tier 2, I do not believe he's going to try and stick around far too much and to stop any sort of harassment play, knowing that he needs to be able to set up things of his own as well. Syde in his neck of the woods, tech to tier 2 well underway. We are looking at 22 over 30 supply. Where is that graveyard? There's the graveyard. Thank you for the follow, as we are now going into Crypt Fiends. Hopefully, I might have to turn that off if I get a good number of follows during the game, but then again, that is a good problem to have. Alright, Peasant's gonna go ahead and get taken down there. Skeletal Minion, as well as we still see more creeping happening as well. Syde trying his best to perhaps do a lot of disruption. Death Knight, well, is he going to be able to finish off that footman, or is that footman just going to, well, perhaps throw himself on his sword, so to speak? Off to the north here. Oh, Skeletal Minion gets the last shot off there. Death Knight does get to level 2 because of that. And with that said, well, there is that Null Overseer down to 119 hit points. One more shot. Death Coil does finish it off. And the Death Knight, I believe, gets the experience, but at what cost? A Scroll of Town Portal. Crypt Fiends are going to be dancing around as the footmen trying to chase up. There's that Scroll of Town Portal taking them all back home. Death Knight at level 2 has Claws of Attack +6. Using that Rod of Necromancy, will move on out here in just a moment. Archmage also on the move again. Footmen are here, both sides wanting to level up, as we're going to be looking at Syde, I guess, staying close to home and just wanting to perhaps get to level 3. The Lich should be trained up, yes, more than halfway done. We are taking the Halls of the Dead, to Black Citadel, excuse me, while the Slaughterhouse will be training up those Obsidian statues. And then the standard undead army that you know, love, and or hate will be in play. Null Overseer are going to get taken down. Let's look. It is a Ring of Protection +3. Nothing to really write home about. Archmage of AntiMonitor, now sitting at level 3 here, picks up a Circlet of Nobility. As we are going into the Lumber Mill, tech to tier 2 is now down. No Mountain King as of yet, but we are training up Riflemen. Archmage still wandering around the map still. We should be looking at a hero here in just a moment. There is that Mountain King. And it is going to be your classic Archmage Mountain King up against a Death Knight Lich, at least for now. Lich purposely backing away. No, Archmage is right there. Water Elemental, who's going to get the experience? That's going to be huge. There's that Frost Nova, picks up the item. Claws of Attack +6, also gets True Shot Aura. Mountain King, however, is too far back as the Death Knight. What is it trying to do? Death Knight now trying to pull away again. That's more, a little bit of damage. Lich now gets up to level 2 as well. Are we going to be getting Frost Armor? No, we are not, as the Footmen are also getting picked off slowly but surely. AntiMonitor cannot stick around in this fight. He's losing far too much. Yes, there are double Water Elementals, but those are all the timed units, and he can just simply ignore them. They will end up getting away. He is also fighting up against Blight, while the hero or the units have better passive regeneration. One or two more Water Elemental volleys might end up finishing it off. Units are not going to be able to chase, as we now see Obsidian statues joining in on the fight as well. Death Coil sails in, takes down a unit. Rifleman again. Priest Warcraft 3, thank you for the follow once more. Death Knight now sitting at level 3. Lich sitting at level 2. Units now making their way off to the north again. Alright, Archmage wants to finish off this creep. However, the Lich is already, well, chasing after, and the Archmage decides against it. We are looking at, well, only 2 heroes so far. Are we going to see a Dark Ranger as that third hero? Silence has become incredibly important, in addition to getting those skeletal minions out onto the field for that Lich to use that Dark Ritual. Meanwhile, Archmage is out right here. Mountain King, well, Mountain King should be somewhere. Mountain King right in the front as the Riflemen are getting ready to engage. Militia now making their way over. This could be a bad spot as the Militia are already half on their time life. Alright, let's take a look at this. A good surround. Death Coil save. Death Knight continuing to fight back. A big Frost Nova slowing things up. But an unfortunate ensnare followed by Stormbolt does mean death of a Crypt Fiend. Mountain King will be forced to back off. Belt of Giant Strength giving him a lot more hit points than you would normally expect on a level 1 Mountain King, as we're still battling it out. Death Knight low on mana. Syde gonna lose a second Crypt Fiend. You cannot be losing this many Crypt Fiends, but at the same time, well, it looks like the creeps are just having something against Syde's units, as we see ensnare after ensnare go down on those Crypt Fiends. Alright, Archmage could be in trouble. Scroll of Healing was used right there. Are you going to try and back away? Scroll of Town Portal forced into a corner. May lose the Rifleman anyways, as the remaining units are teleported out. Lich now at level 3. Tome of Knowledge picked up. Death Knight sitting at level 3. Double Obsidian statues, 1 for Essence of Blight, 1 for Essence of Mana, as we are looking at what has become much more common, single Arcane Sanctum fought with Barracks. AntiMonitor sitting at 28 supply compared to 45. Syde now going into Abominations, taking a very large supply advantage into the next fight. Death Knight now going to make its way out across the field. Here we go. Crypt Fiend is low on hit points, but was, well, perhaps just trying to bait. Death Knight now leading the charge here. Has to be careful as the Mountain King could land that Stormbolt. Without the Arcane Vault, heals are going to be difficult. Only one Arcane Sanctum right now, and there is just not enough Priest. Mountain King going to go down, and this is probably the beginning of the end. I don't see AntiMonitor having enough to really fight back against what we're looking at here, especially with the Death Knight death coiling that last Priest. More Priests need to be trained up, but right now no additional healing. Keep teching the tier 3 Unholy or a level 2 now ready in play. Abomination going up against that water elemental here. Death Knight should be able to death coil here in just a moment. Doesn't even really need to bother for it, as the range, well, AntiMonitor just fighting in this choke point very effectively. At this point and stage in the game, getting up one meat wagon may be exactly what the doctor ordered. Dark Ranger is also right there. Let's take a look. There is that GG. Very fast GG. The game is over. Syde taking down AntiMonitor here in the round of 128. Taking a look at the final score. Let's take a look. Overview. Syde just seemed to be in dominant control throughout much of that match. Army supply able to get up to 49. Also more experience as well. And just winning across the board. Being able to get a good amount of experience and take the win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening if you're on YouTube. Check out the other videos from the Cup. I will be trying to jump into another one for all you guys watching live.